Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be speaking about my loose skin experience after losing 140 pounds of weight, and yeah, just like how it's affected my confidence, my life, and my future goals as well. What I would consider as my worst affected areas would probably be my stomach and my thighs. As you can see from this video, I have got a considerable amount of loose skin on my stomach area. It is something that I am actively trying to do exercise for, to try and tone up and see if that will help in any way, but I believe that there will be no other way other than surgery to remove the actual overhang that I have, like that muffin top. But I guess I take this over being what I was like in any day. Definitely wouldn't want to go back to what I were, opposed to what, having a little bit of excess skin. I would say that at some point I was very insecure about my arms. They were quite considerably large. As you can see from this picture, I have been able to, tone them and work on them, and that's purely through, gym exercises and being consistent. I am going to be filming a arm workout video because I know that that is such a highly requested video from you guys, so definitely wait for that, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys as well. I know, I get a lot of messages and comments all regarding loose skin and how concerned you guys are, and I really wanted to answer some of your questions about my experience and my opinions, and yeah, I think that might be a better way to have this conversation about loose skin. I recently put up a question on Instagram asking you guys to let me know what concerns or things you wanted me to discuss regarding loose skin, so I'm going to answer a few of those. Lucy asks, are you self-conscious about your loose skin? I am less self-conscious of my loose skin than I was, being overweight. Being overweight and carrying excess weight around my stomach predominantly. I was insecure about that. I did try to cover up and wear loose fitted clothes, whereas now you will see that I will wear, tighter fitting clothes. I'll wear crop tops and have some of my stomach showing, and that's completely, that doesn't scare me or worry me or anything like that. I think that I am aware of having loose skin. I'm not going to sit here and completely say that it doesn't cross my mind sometimes, but at the end of the day, I prefer to have this than being overweight in the first place. Lacey asks, do you ever think about having surgery to get rid of your loose skin? I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it or if I hadn't thought about it, especially when I was still on my weight loss journey. I could see my body changing, but it wasn't really changing the way that I at first initially expected it to. I have researched it, I have done some look into it, and to be honest, it's not really a focus of mine right now. I think that I accept who I am, and I'm not gonna let a bit of loose skin hold me back from achieving what it is that I want to achieve. It isn't something that I'm embarrassed or shy about. I think it's sometimes I'll wear a dress that is form-fitting and a bodycon dress, and it will make me, I guess, self-conscious to some extent, but then a pair of Spanx can fix that. And the amount of times that I wear a bodycon dress over a nice skirt and a crop top and feel amazing in one, and maybe I'll feel amazing in another as well, but it's just, I don't see how going under the knife will fix my relationship with myself and the way that I look at myself. I think surgery can be sometimes a quick fix, especially in something so, what I would consider minute. I don't see myself as having a lot of excess skin. I still want to be able to work in the gym and see if I can improve that. I want to focus on the way that I look at myself and appreciate me and all my beauty. I think that's the biggest thing. I've come so far on this journey, and I have really learned to accept and love myself for who I am. I'm not going to say that I would never consider having, surgery, but right now at this moment in time, I'm fairly happy with the results. Lauren asks, did I do anything to try and prevent having loose skin? So when I lost my weight, because I lost it quite quickly, I gained extra stretch marks. And at first I was thinking, oh my gosh, what is my body going through? Why am I getting stretch marks when I'm losing weight? Surely it should be the opposite way. But then I researched it and I looked into it a bit more, and actually you gain stretch marks when you go through rapid weight loss. So, you know, like when you're going through puberty and your body's rapidly changing and you gain stretch marks, it's kind of like a similar process to that. To some extent, like I say, with the stretch marks, I was applying creams and oils purely because my skin felt so tight and was like, you know, when you get stretch marks, it's kind of like itchy and you can feel your skin physically separating. So I was applying creams and stuff like that to that area. It wasn't, you know, bio oil or anything like that. It was just a moisturiser. And to be honest, that was just purely to relieve that discomfort. I didn't do anything like that regularly. I didn't apply lotions and potions as frequently as I probably should do. So I wouldn't say that I actually, you know, did something actively each day to prevent getting loose skin. It depends on so many different biological factors, you know, genetics, environment, everything can affect your loose skin and your age especially. So it's just luck of the draw. Did I get as much loose skin as I was expecting? No, I didn't. And I guess that's just natural. I just naturally didn't. Chelsea asks, were you concerned about loose skin right as you started to lose weight? Yes. So at the very beginning of my journey, you know, a couple of months in, I was really, really concerned, to the point where I would sit up quite late researching my options and hypothesizing, you know, what if situations. And I think that's because I was on this, you know, crazy journey and I really wanted this ideal body shape and to be this amazing person. But I connected that with the wrong things. You know, I am an amazing person. I have got all these benefits and stuff like that. So I think I was really concerned about stretch marks and loose skin because I was on this, you know, difficult road to losing weight. I was putting in so much energy and effort to continue, you know, this healthy lifestyle, and I didn't want anything to hold me back. And, you know, it is a worry. Will I look the way that I'm thinking I'm going to look? Will I guess looks is a massive part of it, but when I was on this road and further down in my journey, I really connected mentally with you know, the benefits of losing weight. It wasn't always about looks. It was more about how I began to feel, my confidence, my self-belief, and those things became more important than the way that I looked. So to be honest, I kind of stopped worrying too much about it and appreciated my body and how far I'd come. And I think that's quite important, especially if you're starting out on your own journey. Okay, so Megan asked a really good question, and it wasn't something that I'd really considered, but she says, does loose skin affect what outfits you would wear and your confidence, or do you not care? I wouldn't say that loose skin really affects my outfit choices. I do have a preference when it comes to outfits, and that's something that I think I've always had from being a younger child. I do prefer high-waisted, like leggings, joggers, shorts, everything. I just prefer to be high-waisted. That's purely due to a comfort thing. It could be linked to the fact that I've always been self-conscious about my stomach area, whereas now I wouldn't consider that a massive insecurity. But it's just comfort. Like, it's just nice to feel as though you're sucked in. It's just a personal preference. M asks, what happens to stretch marks once you've lost the weight? Do they fade? So in my experience, I obviously gained more stretch marks through my weight loss journey, again just due to how rapidly I lost the weight. In terms of their colour and the way that they fade, mine have faded from a pinkish colour to a more paler pink white colour, and that's just with age. That is kind of typical of stretch marks and something that they would typically do. I sometimes find that they will stand out even more if I'm wearing fake tan, and I think that's just purely because it is a scar at the end of the day, and it's not the same texture as your your typical skin? Jessica asks, has the loose skin been the same throughout, or did it go back more than you expected? So, like I said earlier, I would say that my loose skin has, gone back in. I've lost more of that than I initially thought I had. I thought I'd be left with a lot that would make me feel quite uncomfortable and self-conscious, whereas to be honest, I've just got a normal, what I would consider a normal body. I'm just human. It has, like I say, it has gone back more than I expected it to, especially on my arms. I really thought that I would have more bingo wings. Sorry for that term, it's just the lack of another term, but I actually thought I'd have more loose skin in my arm regions, and I think that's just through, repetitive toning exercises that I've been doing at the gym. Fran asks, does that overhang ever go with Slimming World? And I think what she means is that loose skin, so will it ever completely disappear? One thing I do want to say is it doesn't matter what diet or lifestyle you're following, Slimming World, Weight Watchers, any of those. I think that it just comes down to weight loss. Do I ever think it will go away? In my experience and without surgical involvement, I don't think I will ever get rid of that. And that's okay. I'm okay with that, and I think if I became unhappy with that, I would consider surgery. But due to the nature of what's happened and my body's changed from being, this to this, I think that I'm okay with that. I'm much happier being this rather than this. Mercedes asks, did you tone your loose skin as you went along? So I'm currently working on what I would consider quite an exciting video. I am trying different toning exercises for my mid region and working on my abs. So hopefully I will see some kind of improvement. Like I say with my arms, I really went through a progression of increasing reps and also weight. And I have seen an improvement. So there's nothing to say that I can also do that and apply that in different areas of my body. Kim asks, how soon after the start of your weight loss journey did the loose skin start to show? It's difficult to say because I was, during my weight loss journey, I would still consider myself to carry, that fat. So I wouldn't really say that I reflected on my end version or end product until the very end, or until I got to my target and I could see what it is that I was working with. Your body is still changing during your weight loss journey. So for me, I didn't really look for those results and to see how much skin I'd had until it was at my target. Erin asks, how do you personally feel in swimwear? So, I actually feel really good in swimwear, and being at 21 and buying your first bikini was like a really big thing. So buying a bikini is one thing, but then putting it on your body and feeling amazing and feeling confident is another. I finally felt as though I deserved to feel good about myself, and again, that just comes with the confidence that I gained through losing weight. But yeah, I feel good in swimwear, and there's obviously certain styles that I might prefer, but I'm not. I guess I was excited to buy my first bikini that wasn't high-waisted, that didn't have a ton of extra material, that didn't have, the super Spanx technology, slimming technology, and just be able to go to a fashion retail store and pick up a bikini felt amazing. Yeah, I guess I would say I've become a bit more adventurous in that department, trying different styles that I would have completely shied away from it before. Joe asks how to prevent loose skin in my arms. So like I say, I did do quite a lot of dumbbell exercises. I will be filming a video showing you all my exercises that I've been doing throughout my journey, so definitely stay tuned for that as well. I did just want to show you my loose skin from a different angle. This is the topic that I really did want to discuss. I can't tell you how many comments and messages that I get, people being concerned about the effects that losing weight may have on their body. I was one of them. I completely understand where you're coming from and why you might be concerned about that, but the main thing I want to try and communicate is don't let that limit you. Don't be dwelling on the fact of, you know, the things that might happen after losing weight, rather than living an unhealthy lifestyle. For me, I can't emphasize how much it changed my life. You know, I've talked about confidence, I talk about the changes in self-belief and how that's really transpired into my daily life. Excess skin is something that you can work on further if you so wish. You know, for me, surgery isn't something that I'm particularly researching at the moment. It isn't something that I don't think I cannot learn to love. It's difficult. I think it depends on person to person, everybody's own experiences, the way that they look at themselves. And for me, I can see I definitely prefer the way that I look now opposed to the way that I looked back then. But I think the most important thing is I definitely prefer the way I feel about myself, and, you know, going forward for future opportunities, I can see the difference that it's made. I don't think that having a bit of excess loose skin should stop you from achieving your potential. So definitely consider that. I hope that this is kind of reassuring and maybe has made you think about you know, your own loose skin if you've got it, or if you're planning on adapting your lifestyle and planning to lose weight. I'm still on this journey. I'm not losing weight anymore, and I'm obviously working out fitness wise if you've seen my Instagram, but this journey to self-love and really appreciating your body is one that I'm still working on. You know, I'm still working on my own insecurities. I think this video has been quite difficult to film, purely because it's weird putting yourself out there on the internet, so I do hope that you appreciate this. I hope that it's helped in some way, and let me know, you know, just let me know your thoughts and feelings. Let me know if there's anything in particular that you would like me to discuss. Like I say, I've got a couple of videos lined up, exercise and what I eat in a day, so definitely subscribe and also hit that little ring button, the bell button, because that would notify you when I upload. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.